For decades, people have wondered whether doctors know more about long life than they openly share. While doctors don't hide information in a literal sense, the truth is that many of the most powerful longevity secrets are surprisingly simple and often overlooked. These are not exotic supplements, complicated treatments, or expensive procedures. They are everyday foods found in almost every grocery store. Foods so ordinary that most people don't realize how profoundly they affect health, aging, and lifespan. The story begins with what scientists call nutritional longevity pathways, biological mechanisms inside the body that repair cells, reduce inflammation, strengthen organs, and slow the aging process. Many people imagine these processes can only be influenced through medications or costly therapies, but modern research confirms that certain foods can switch on these protective pathways naturally. These foods don't promise immortality, but they can significantly reduce the risk of chronic diseases such as heart disease, diabetes, and cognitive decline. Surprisingly, they are often cheaper and more effective than complicated supplements. The irony is that people tend to ignore simple solutions because they seem too obvious. When doctors tell patients to eat better, the advice often feels vague and unhelpful. What exactly should they eat? Which products truly matter? Which ones actually support longevity, not just general health? This lack of detail makes people think important information is being withheld, when in reality, the challenge is communication, not secrecy. In this video, we uncover the specific, everyday foods that activate longevity in the body and explain why they work. You'll discover how simple dietary choices can influence inflammation, cellular repair, metabolism, and even the brain. No complicated rules, no elite diets, no hidden agenda. Just clear science and practical steps you can apply immediately. Let's start by exploring the first category of powerful longevity foods, products that fight chronic inflammation, the underlying cause of most age-related conditions. Inflammation is the silent engine behind accelerated aging. Most chronic diseases, heart disease, arthritis, metabolic disorders, even cognitive decline, begin with long-term low-grade inflammation. And yet, the tools to control it are incredibly accessible. Doctors talk about inflammation all the time, but many people still underestimate the power of food in controlling it. One of the most overlooked longevity foods is extra virgin olive oil. It contains a compound called oleocanthal, which works in a way similar to anti-inflammatory medications, but without the side effects. People who consume olive oil daily tend to have lower inflammation markers, healthier arteries, and slower cognitive aging. It's not a miracle cure, but its effects are consistent and scientifically proven. Another powerful anti-inflammatory ingredient is turmeric, especially its active compound curcumin. When combined with black pepper, its absorption increases dramatically. Turmeric works deep inside cellular pathways, reducing oxidative stress, one of the key drivers of aging. Populations who consume turmeric regularly often have lower rates of degenerative diseases. Then we have berries, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries. These everyday fruits are packed with antioxidants called polyphenols, which help repair damage in cells caused by daily stress, poor diet, and environmental toxins. They improve vascular health, support memory, and even enhance glucose control. Doctors often recommend more fruit, but rarely explain that berries are among the most potent longevity foods available. Even something as simple as leafy greens, spinach, kale, arugula plays a tremendous role. They provide nitrates that relax blood vessels, antioxidants that protect DNA, and minerals that regulate blood pressure. Eating greens daily has been linked to a sharper brain and a reduced risk of age-related illnesses. These foods aren't expensive, rare, or difficult to find. They don't require prescriptions or procedures. They work because they align with the body's natural healing processes. The problem isn't that doctors hide this information. It's that people underestimate how powerful simple food choices can be. In the next part, we move from anti-inflammatory foods to the second major longevity category, products that support mitochondrial function, the engines of your cells. Every movement you make, every thought you think, every heartbeat, everything depends on tiny power stations inside your cells called mitochondria. As we age, mitochondrial efficiency declines. This means less energy, slower metabolism, and more cellular damage. But certain everyday foods can strengthen these cellular engines and dramatically support longevity. One of the most powerful mitochondrial supporting foods is fatty fish, salmon, sardines, mackerel. These fish are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which stabilize cell membranes and reduce mitochondrial stress. Populations that consume omega-3s regularly are known for exceptional heart health and longer life expectancy. What most people don't realize is that these fats also protect the brain, improving memory and reducing the risk of cognitive decline. Another essential mitochondrial nutrient is coenzyme Q10, or CoQ10. But here's the secret: you don't need supplements to get it. Foods like beef, chicken, lentils, and peanuts provide natural CoQ10 that supports energy production inside cells. As CoQ10 levels drop with age, consuming it through food becomes increasingly important. Then we have nuts, especially walnuts and almonds. These simple foods contain healthy fats, amino acids, and antioxidants that protect mitochondria from oxidative damage. They help maintain steady energy levels and reduce inflammation at the cellular level, making them a key part of any longevity-focused diet. Green tea is another everyday product with extraordinary effects. It contains catechins, compounds that improve metabolic efficiency, support fat oxidation, and protect mitochondria from stress. Some studies suggest that daily green tea drinkers show slower biological aging compared to non-drinkers. And yes, this is just regular tea you can buy anywhere, not an expensive supplement. Even something as ordinary as whole grains, oats, quinoa, brown rice provide steady glucose for the cells, preventing mitochondrial overload caused by blood sugar spikes. Balanced energy means less internal damage and better long-term health. These foods don't reverse aging overnight, but they strengthen the body where it matters most, deep inside your cells. When mitochondrial health improves, you feel it. More energy, clearer thinking, healthier metabolism. In the next part, we look at a third group of hidden longevity foods, those that support the gut microbiome, one of the most underestimated systems controlling immunity, mood, and lifespan. One of the most overlooked areas of health and longevity is the gut microbiome. This ecosystem of bacteria, fungi, and other microorganisms in your intestines controls far more than just digestion. It influences immunity, inflammation, hormone balance, and even mental health. Research increasingly shows that nurturing a healthy gut is one of the most powerful ways to support a long, disease-free life. The first group of gut-supporting foods is fermented foods. Yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi, and miso are loaded with probiotics, beneficial bacteria that populate the gut. A healthy microbiome improves nutrient absorption, reduces inflammation, and strengthens immunity. Studies indicate that populations with regular, fermented food intake show lower rates of chronic illness and longer average lifespans. Prebiotic foods are equally important. Prebiotics are fibers that feed the beneficial bacteria in your gut. Examples include garlic, onions, leeks, asparagus, bananas, and oats. Without prebiotics, probiotics struggle to survive and multiply. Think of prebiotics as the fertilizer and probiotics as the plants. Both are needed for a thriving ecosystem. Then we have polyphenol-rich foods, such as dark chocolate, berries, green tea, and olive oil. Polyphenols aren't just antioxidants. They selectively feed the good bacteria in your gut. They also help reduce chronic inflammation and protect the lining of the intestines, which is crucial for overall health. Another overlooked factor is fiber from whole plant foods. Beans, lentils, vegetables, and whole grains provide the soluble and insoluble fibers that support regular digestion, prevent constipation, and modulate blood sugar. A well-fed gut is a resilient gut, and resilience is a hallmark of longevity. Maintaining gut health isn't just about longevity in years. It's about quality of life. A balanced microbiome improves energy, stabilizes mood, enhances cognitive function, and strengthens the immune system. The foods you eat every day either nourish this ecosystem or allow it to weaken. By consciously choosing gut-friendly options, you tap into one of the most powerful natural tools for a long, healthy life. In the next and final part, we will uncover the fifth group of longevity foods, those that protect your heart, brain, and cellular integrity simultaneously. The fifth and final category of longevity foods focuses on overall protection of your heart, brain, and cells, the organs that matter most for a long, healthy life. These foods work on multiple levels. They reduce oxidative stress, support vascular health, and maintain cognitive function, all while slowing cellular aging. One of the most potent examples is dark leafy greens, spinach, kale, Swiss chard. These vegetables are rich in vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that protect blood vessels, reduce inflammation, and maintain optimal blood pressure. Studies consistently show that people who consume greens daily live longer and have lower rates of cardiovascular disease. Berries, which we mentioned before for their anti-inflammatory effects, deserve another mention here. Their polyphenols not only feed beneficial gut bacteria, but also enhance cognitive function and protect neurons from oxidative damage. Blueberries in particular are linked to better memory retention and slower brain aging. Nuts, such as almonds, walnuts, and pistachios, provide healthy fats, magnesium, and antioxidants that strengthen both the heart and brain. Regular nut consumption correlates with lower rates of heart attacks, improved lipid profiles, and sharper cognitive performance, all critical factors for longevity. Fatty fish like salmon and sardines appear again for their omega-3 content, which supports cardiovascular integrity, reduces brain inflammation, and protects cells from oxidative stress. Even modest portions a few times per week can have meaningful effects over time. Finally, green tea and cocoa provide compounds that protect cellular DNA, improve circulation, and enhance brain function. These everyday beverages support resilience at the cellular level, helping the body cope with stress and aging more effectively. Final thoughts. These 5 categories of foods, anti-inflammatory, mitochondrial supporting, gut-friendly, and organ protective, are not secrets, yet their impact is profound. They demonstrate that longevity doesn't require exotic supplements or complicated regimens. Simple, consistent dietary choices influence how you age, how much energy you have, and how long your body remains resilient. The power is in daily decisions. Every meal is an opportunity to support your cells, strengthen your heart and brain, and cultivate a body that resists disease and thrives into old age. Doctors aren't hiding these foods. The knowledge is accessible, proven, and practical. By integrating them into your daily routine, you take control of your health and your lifespan, naturally, safely, and effectively. Eat smart, nourish your body, and give yourself the gift of longevity.